Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, we got a crazy show for y'all today. A bunch of sugar honey iced tea. You already saw a little preview. We about to get crazy into this. We got Nancy Guthrie updates coming up soon, and I swear, I don't know if I know I'm not the only person that thought like this, but I think I've been the only person to been vocal about what I really think happened in that case. And then we got these woke. I want to say the R word, but I'm trying to be a good Christian today. These fools in the Olympics crapping on the United States of America while representing the United States of America. But before all that, y'all know I had to talk about the Super Bowl. I had to talk about Nasty Bunny, or whatever that fool name is. Welcome to the Officer Tatum Show.
If you don't believe that we are in a fight today, you're sleeping under a rock. If you get hit and you lay down and you cry and you fold up in the corner, definitely you will not win the fight. We show up to win. Our culture needs a lot of you young people in here to step up and stand out. There is nothing or no principality, power, division, devil can stop us when we're united. They can only get you when you're divided. When I see the American flag, I see us progressing to something that can be awesome and great. And if you don't plan on winning, then you might as well go home today.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. I want you to join me on February the 25th at Longbow Golf Course. It is a charity event, a charity golf event, and I want you to golf with your boy. It's been a blast. The only time I've ever golfed has been at this golf tournament, and this year we are the title sponsors. So that means I'm trying to do it big, all right? Don't make me Tatum look bad. Come golf with your boy. We'll put the link in the description section. I think it's like $200 for an individual, $700 for a foursome. Come out and have a good time. It's all for a good cause. If you run a company, you can actually sponsor a hole, and that's the way you can donate to Save the Storks. And Save the Storks is a tremendous pro-life organization. I've been working with them for probably about 5 years now. We've created tremendous amount of stork buses all across the company, all across the country. I literally cut the ribbon on one out there, and I think it was in Dallas, Texas. I don't know if it was in the Arlington, Dallas, Texas area. They can deploy right out there. A medical mobile clinic where young women who are in crisis, when I say crisis meaning unplanned pregnancy, they don't have to go to Planned Parenthood. And we nag and complain about this so often that why nag and complain when we have a solution to the problem, and that is Save the Stork. So come on out, man. Have a good time. We're going to smoke some cigars. We're going to have a blast, bro. It's the funnest thing I'm going to do this whole month, to be quite honest. So link is in the description section. Also, Verdict is sold out. I'm sorry. We're going to open up signed versions, signed bottles. We're going to open that up here soon. If you are already a customer, you're on the email list, you will get it first. It's probably going to sell out through the email list, and people in the public may not have access to it. But if you want some Verdict, jump on there. The pre-order is available. You must be 21, and you must be responsible. God gives us free will, but that don't mean you got to act a fool. All right, let's get to the bad bunny. Nasty bunny. Gay bunny. I don't know, whatever you call him. I just know that halftime show sucked. So let me just give you a perspective before we get to any of that. I want to play this clip from a gentleman online. I forget his name now. I think it's Joe. We'll tag him in this. Let me make sure I get the person's name right, because I want to give him some credit because he did this interview and it was freaking hilarious. Let me get to him real quick. Let's see if I can find him. His name is Joe. Now, why in the flying flip can I not find him? There we go. Bonham. Joe Bonham. So all you got to do is go to Joe Bonham, and I can spell it for you because I'm not good at spelling anyway. It's Bonham. So he came up with this video. He did the interviews behind the camera. This is what the NFL players thought of this before the halftime show ever existed. Roll the clip.
What's your favorite Bad Bunny song?
I already got one. Sorry about that.
I don't know who that is.
I never heard of Bad Bunny. I don't know who that is.
I heard performing at halftime.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't know no Bad Bunny song.
Do you think they made a mistake?
I believe so. I ain't never heard of bro till now.
I don't have one.
I don't listen to him.
I don't know any song.
Oh, what the heck's it called? I blanked out the name.
I don't think I have one.
I don't know Bad Bunny song. That's a tough one.
I don't have one.
I don't really listen to that, but I can't lie.
I really do not know any. I haven't listened to any songs.
I don't know any, to keep it G.
I just tuned into Bad Bunny this morning because is it DTMF?
DTM too.
Like your second favorite?
I don't think I have.
I like Titi Mi Pregunto. Seda and Moscow Mule.
What is it, Monaco?
The one with Cardi B. I can't remember the name. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny, bro. It's the one that goes, ooh, boy, boy, boy. That's all I know, though. That's because Drewski be singing it. I know the words or like the name of it. I never heard of Bad
just
Bunny.
say this, La Camiseta.
La Camiseta. Yeah, there we go. That's
La
the word.
Camiseta?
La Camiseta.
Okay, that means t-shirt in Spanish. I didn't-
So I was just trying to put this in perspective, bruh. Majority of the people in the NFL, or at least the people that were interviewed on it, they have no idea who Bad Bunny is. I've never listened to a single song of Bad Bunny. I never heard it, but I thought it was a girl. And then when somebody said it wasn't a girl, I thought it was a gay dude, which I can almost put my life on it. He's a gay dude. I want to call him the F word, but I'm really trying to be saved. Nobody listens to Bad Bunny, bruh. Then I found out he don't even do nothing in English. What the I don't know no Spanish. I know how to tell you to put your hands behind your back. Voltese. That means turn around. Arrestado. That means you under arrest. I know them, but I don't know no Spanish because I'm an American. I barely know English, but at least that's the closest thing I got. All right, let's play a couple clips. You got people on the news talking about this. Let's roll the clip. Which clip is this? Clip 103?
There were some people on the MAGA right that took the bait. Well, 133 million people, Rev, watched Bad Bunny go out and just completely own the field, the stage, the country, the world. Lady Gaga comes in. This was a pretty extraordinary statement. Ricky Martin, it was 133 million people watching this instead of alternative programming where they had a guy performing who, of course, throughout his career has preached the glories of, and Franklin Graham, I guess, likes this because he said it was a God and country thing, but a guy who has preached the glories of having sex with underage girls and setting up escort services atop the Four Seasons. Cowboy.
Yeah. And Bad Bunny is doing all kind of nasty stuff and kissing other dudes and all kind of stuff. But y'all don't care about that. But you want to bring up something from Kid Rock 150 years ago. You ain't talking about how Kid Rock was talking about Jesus. Kid Rock could change his life. But y'all want to bring up something old about Kid Rock. But Bad Bunny is I want to say it, but I'm trying to be a good Christian. Look at what he putting on TV in front of your kids. Roll the clip. Two dudes bumping pee-pees. That's what you got. That is appropriate to you. Two dudes bumping their pee-pees together. What kind of gay, stupid stuff are we putting on TV? And we still don't know what he's saying because it's in Spanish. All right, come on, let's get some more stuff in here. Which one is this? What clip is this?
No one is dancing in the stadium to
All
Bad
right, 113.
No one is dancing, not one person.
Yeah, this was epic, right?
Hello? Help! Send help!
Man, the white people ain't listening to that stuff. See, let me tell you what. If a rap artist were there, it'd be good. Why? Because they speak English. White people love Nelly. I went to the little concert at the golf tournament. People love Nelly. Ludacris. Let me tell y'all a secret. When I was growing up, and I was listening to Nelly, Ludacris, and Ja Rule, I wasn't around no white people. I ain't know white people love him like that. I thought it was a black thing. I went to that concert, and white people singing better than me. But he speak English. White people ain't listen to no El Delgado and the Dado. Ain't nobody know what he's saying, bro. All right, come on. Who else got a bad take? Let's go to the Ver. We got a Ver on there? Let's go to the Ver. Roll it.
You know what? That's the good thing about America. You can watch what you want when you want. So you were able to watch Kid Rock, or you could watch Bad Bunny, or if you were smart, you go back and forth just to stay on top of stuff. But you know what? I know people. I'm sorry, I keep laughing because I think you don't recognize excellence and creativity when you see it. Do you know how creative that was?
Yeah.
What he did, I mean,
The
it
production
just,
alone
it was
is
just,
unbelievable.
I mean, come on,
The
man.
production was unbelievable.
I mean, he was upset. He said no one would understand what was being said. You didn't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people did.
You didn't have to understand or speak Spanish to feel the joy and to feel the unity and the message of inclusivity that was there.
What unity? See, this is the problem with you ignorant. Black History Month. They ain't have a single black person out there. They celebrate Latin. I'm telling you, Negroes about to get replaced. They look on Black History Month. They had no black people doing nothing at the Super Bowl. Not one black person doing nothing. And Mexican Latino heritage. Plastic, even speaking Spanish, they not even speaking English. That's how much they don't give about you and how much they know that the tide is turning. You Negroes are not worth nothing to them anymore. Give you the shortest month of the year, and then they celebrate Latino heritage. Y'all still stupid voting for him and supporting them black dumb bunny or whatever his name is. I don't understand how this makes sense to people. At least if he was a Latino, do he speak English? That's like somebody going and speaking Japanese at a thing, and you like, yeah, that was totally cool. It's like, no, we don't know what he's saying. All right, come on, who else got a dumb take? Come on, Shannon Sharpe, Unc.
I mean,
Man,
you think a lot of people complaining, oh, why didn't you go back where you come from? Why
He American. Puerto Rico's a part of America.
Barely.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho. Where were these people when you two performed? What part of America are you two from? What about the Rolling Stones? Did the Rolling Stones, hold on, chat. Y'all look, tell me if the Rolling Stones ever performed. What about Paul McCartney?
Come on, man. You know I know.
Hold on.
know I know.
Hold on. Somebody tell Unc. I don't know if he just old or he too busy with them OnlyFans models and them. And I don't know no prostitutes he hiring. He got caught on the camera. He got caught on that Instagram live stream. And don't say you got caught, bro. You got to do 3, 4, 5 steps to start something recorded. You just got sued for like $20 million with a slut. Okay, so I don't want to hear nothing from, I don't want to hear you trying to grandstand on nothing. But somebody put him up to speed on the fact that nobody's mad because these people are performing in a foreign country or they're foreigners to the United States of America. People are upset because he's speaking Spanish. You too wasn't speaking Spanish. The Rolling Stones wasn't speaking Spanish. We couldn't enjoy it because we don't know what he's saying. That's why people have mad. Nobody care about Bad Bunny being from some other country. Nobody cares, man. And of course, the country is in the United States of America, but if you speak Spanish, you barely American. All right, do we got somebody else that gave a bad take? I think Don Lemon Juice got a bad take. Oh, this fool with another man behind him. That dude can't even do an interview without a man behind him. Roll the clip.
Halftime thoughts. Here are my halftime thoughts. So, did I recognize all the music? No. Did I know everything they were singing? No. Did I know everything they were saying? No. Did I care? No, because I had a great time. And he represents what America's about. America's about immigration. Everybody here is a freaking immigrant. Let's get that very clear. And the whole thing about English was not the original language of where we are right now. I mean, maybe, the colonizers and whatever, they all came and changed the language. But, so no, I'm not offended. I thought it was great. And you know what?
Spanish wasn't either. What are you talking about? Last time I checked, the Pascoyaki tribe did not speak Spanish. Nor did the Tohono O'odham. None of them spoke Spanish. So do you cowards want to go all the way back to what language they spoke way back then? Oh, but you cool with Spanish though. I think the gay get into his brain, bro. Having another man on his back is getting his brain. All right, because it ain't supposed to go back there. Okay, all right, I'm just saying. All right, really roll the clip.
Go Bad Bunny and go Latin America. Remember, Puerto Rico is part of America, whether you want to accept that or not. So I don't give a shit about Kid Rock, who is singing and touting having sex with underage people. Why would anybody want to listen to that? Why would anybody want to be a part of that? He's gross and disgusting. And Erica Kirk should be ashamed of herself for allowing him to be on that platform and allowing him to be the headliner in what she's doing. It is disgusting what they're doing. And you know what? Go Bad Bunny. You were freaking amazing. It was a great halftime show, and I hope to see more like it.
Oh, these people are so... It's a talking point. Puerto Rico is a part of America. I thought we were on stolen land. We stole that land, didn't we? Y'all cool with that stolen land, aren't you? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. All right, here's a clip from a bar. I don't even want to bring the other one. It's annoying, Don Lemon stuff. But this is them getting mad because they played Turning Point at a bar. Roll the clip.
I came here for the halftime show. The whole experience. Why aren't you playing Bad Bunny at the halftime show?
Because I put this halftime show on. Because this is what the majority. If you filming me, get that out of my face.
I'm filming you. Why are you doing that? Why didn't you play Bad Bunny?
Because the majority
I'm gonna
of my
pay.
Get out.
I'm gonna pay first.
Luke, this is why.
I gotta pay
This is
first.
why I said no.
I gotta pay first. But I'm asking a question.
Go pay.
I'm not being violent.
I'll pass you
Yeah,
out.
I gotta pay first.
Yeah,
I
well,
shouldn't pay
what's your
because I
tab
came here
under?
for the full experience.
What's your
I
tab
gotta
under?
pay
Which
the
show to
fullest
put
Super
on?
Bowl
Okay,
experience.
what's your tab under?
All right? I came here for the full Super Bowl experience. Are you the bouncer? Are you the manager? Are you the bouncer or the manager?
He's the manager.
All right, I'm speaking to him, not you. You do what you do, and I talk to him.
You don't
I
tell
came
him what
here
to
for
do.
the Super Bowl experience. The full Super Bowl
This is the
experience.
halftime show.
This is not the halftime
It
show.
is the halftime show.
No, this is not. This
It's
is
called
not.
the halftime show.
We're at the zoo, and the zoo refuses to play Bad Bunny for some reason during the halftime show. They want to play somebody else. All right? I'm going to put this on my social media.
There you go, baby.
Good.
All right?
There you go.
that, actually.
There's your tab. You have a good night. Thank you.
You might get customers, you might lose a lot of customers. Because you might look like a
I guess
racist.
we'll see.
All right?
I guess
You
we'll
might
see.
look like a racist.
So do you.
Why?
You're a racist.
Why?
You're complaining about the show.
This show right here is not
All right,
the show.
can we do me
This
a
is not
favor?
part of the Super
I
Bowl.
have a bunch of other things that we have
I
to
came here for
do.
the Super Bowl experience. This is not part of the Super Bowl.
So don't come
Okay.
back.
This was not promoted.
So don't come back.
Don't come back. What company was that? I want to go give him a blessing. I like when companies stand up for themselves, man. Like, screw these people. Like, they decide to do what they want to do in their business. Just leave. You don't like it, then leave. Period. Let's play Grandma real quick, because I had Grandma get on there, and she had something to say about this, too. Roll the clip.
I mean, like, who is this man? Golly! You can't sing? I mean, like, what is this? Golly! This is ridiculous. And you got the American flag and all these other flags. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage. Get off. Put the game back on. I can't stand this. Tell me that. I mean, what in the world is all this foolishness? Thank you. Get off the stage, please. Jesus.
Grandma said he ain't even speaking English. I just think people should realize that it's more to it than just people don't like immigrants or something. It's like, dude, how do we enjoy the entertainment? We don't know what he's saying. It's like somebody playing music and Goo Goo Gaga and behind it. It's like, well, come on, man. Like, if you're doing activism, maybe we want to join in activism. We have no idea what you're talking about. Only in America would they do something like that. There's no way in the world that a major event in another country will have people speaking a language that's not native to the land. I don't even know how that dude popular, he don't speak English. I don't know. But Kid Rock, he had a little something to say, and people really loved what he had to say here. Roll the clip.
There's a man who died for all our sins, hanging from the cross. You can give your life to Jesus, and he'll give you a second chance till you can't. Till you can't. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can, until you can. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can, until you can, until you can.
Just that little part right there, way better than everything Bad Bunny was doing. Well, first of all, I don't know what he was saying. I don't know why. I mean, I guess everybody's open to have their own opinions, but it's crazy to me that Don Lemon Juice and all these fools are talking crazy about the lyrics that Kid Rock did 100 years ago. Notorious B.I.G., Tupac. I mean, you go down the list, bro. I ain't heard them say nothing about the old group 3-6 Mafia. None of these dudes. They celebrating these dudes that talking about killing each other. Anyway, let's get to Savannah Guthrie's updates. I wanted to talk about this for like the whole weekend. I went on the news and spoke about it. But Savannah Guthrie's updates are very interesting. And I told you guys from the very beginning, and I'm not some oracle or anything, and I don't know if I'm 100% correct. But when I look and evaluate the totality of circumstance in this case, this does not look like a ransom to me. If somebody wanted to do a ransom, they would directly communicate with the person they want the money from. I don't think they'll be putting it all out in the media. And if you want to get a ransom successfully, you would get it from somebody who's not as popular and beloved as Savannah Guthrie. Because immediately when the story hit the news, everybody's going to know. You're going to have people all over the world looking for you. Or, at least the United States of America looking for you. Anything that's off, anything in the area. So you put a target on your back. And then the full weight of the United States government is behind this. You got to be either the dumbest extortionist or this is not what they try to make it look like it is. I'm not accusing anybody because I don't want to get sued. But the first prime suspect for me would be the brother-in-law. The son-in-law. That's the last people that have seen her alive, the last people that dropped her off. She was in their possession before all this happens. I think that person is the lead person in the investigation, in my opinion. I don't think some random person went in their house and did this. And let me tell you why. It's either completely random or it is calculated. If it's completely random, nobody will be in their house for 45 minutes plus strategically planning anything. It's a random robbery gone bad. Therefore, there would be no trace. There would be no planning involved. It's random. And we wouldn't have seen things transpire the way they have transpired, right? Random acts of violence, robberies gone bad, don't turn into a hostage/extortion situation. It just doesn't, because that takes planning. Now, if it's planned, then why would anybody pick Savannah Guthrie? You would pick a local person who's wealthy to do that to because you don't want a lot of public attention. You just want to get the money. If you pre-planned it, you would have taken all of her medication. And you would have made sure that she was alive, and you would have showed proof of life so that you can actually get the money you're extorting for. But let's go to the news and give you guys a couple updates. Roll the clip.
More than a week now since Nancy Guthrie inexplicably vanished from her home here, Savannah Guthrie and her siblings face a deadline, an unverified ransom deadline today. With no suspects and no leads, and faced with a demand for Bitcoin and a deadline today imposed by someone claiming to be her mother's kidnapper, Savannah Guthrie solemnly pledged to pay for Nancy Guthrie's return.
We received your message, and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
The search has become a sensation for the public, but a private horror for the family.
We are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Investigators have returned repeatedly to Annie Guthrie's home, where her mom enjoyed dinner and a Saturday game night before returning to her house a few minutes away. Investigators have also returned to Nancy Guthrie's home, examining rooftop cameras, towing a car, and inquiring of neighbors. This drone video capturing investigators examining what appears to be the septic tank on Guthrie's property. The sheriff's department said this remains an active and ongoing investigation, but after more than a week, investigators have not identified any suspects, persons of interest, or vehicles connected to this case. And as the investigation begins a second week now, Robin, the FBI is still offering a reward, but information is sparse.
Now, let me translate that for you as a former police officer. They're not going to tell the public that they have a person of interest. They're not going to tell the public that they have leads, because the person who's involved in this, they know what they did, and they don't know what the police know. So when you think that you've gotten away with it, or you think that the police are not on to you, you think your DNA is not on anything in the house, then you'll become more careless, and you will end up getting yourself into a pickle. Meaning that you think you covered it up enough that you will show up on television and either act like you were a witness or maybe be somebody in the family, because they think they did enough job to get away with it. But in fact, the police department, I told y'all this from the very beginning, I think the police department know exactly who did it, or they have a tremendous lead. And I think what they're doing is they're waiting. Because once you arrest somebody, you only have a small period of time to prosecute that person before a grand jury. And if you arrest somebody too early, you don't have sufficient evidence, probable cause that will stick. You can get a case thrown out, and then therefore the trial is completely damaged, and you will never be able to prosecute that person. So sometimes they already know who they're going to arrest. They just need to collect as much evidence as they can to pin that person into the charge. Just like the Idaho murder. I told you guys, they know exactly who did it. They were trying to get metadata, this and this and this lined up, make the arrest so they can prosecute the guy in a reasonable amount of time. Let's go to the other one with Megyn Kelly, whom I have minimal respect for nowadays. But let's play this clip because I think Ashley Banfield, what's her last name? Banfield. Ashley Banfield has something interesting to say. Roll the clip.
So tell us what you say, very reliable law enforcement source told you about a possible suspect in the case.
Sure. So after almost 4 decades in this business, I've collected a few friends at the FBI and in local law enforcement all over the country. And the source that I have is impeccable. And he said that not only were the cameras smashed, plural cameras smashed, so that the suspect likely knew about the locations of them, but that the car belonging to the sister of Savannah Guthrie, Annie Guthrie, was towed, impounded, and taken into evidence. And this is the wording. It's very important. The wording is very important. He said they now believe the son-in-law may be the prime suspect. Those are the words. Son-in-law may be the prime suspect at this point. And I'm very mindful. I covered the Elizabeth Smart case. I was out in Salt Lake City for 5 weeks while Elizabeth Smart had vanished. And I recall specifically a lot of language saying Ed Smart is likely the prime suspect here. And so you got to be really mindful that, as you know, Megan, you're a lawyer. Police investigations start in the middle of the circle, and they go out in concentric circles in terms of investigating family members, right? You start in the middle of the family, you investigate out from there. Then you go to contractors and friends and workers and everybody else who's had some contact, and then there's the randoms. So it is not surprising that someone in the family is being looked at. That language to me was pretty strident, though.
And I just want to say, and I'm not trying to make it about me at all. This is a very tragic situation. But I just want to make it a point that the very first day that I made a comment about this, I can go back and look at the video. You can go back and look at the video. I believe it was somebody in the family. Normally when people get killed like this or something like this happens, it's normally somebody that knows you. This person knew where the cameras were at, knew that the cameras existed. This person knew all of these things, allegedly. And then when you take somebody ransom, but you don't take their medication, which they're on life-threatening, could be life-threatening to them, you're not trying to get money. And you're not going to get any money unless you have proof of life. And I honestly think a family member was just sending these things out to divert attention, to buy time for them to find their getaway plan or whatever else they're trying to do. This smelled weird from the very beginning. Now, I don't know. It could be somebody random. I don't know. But based on my training experience and based on the things that I see, I think it may have been somebody in the family. The brother-in-law or the son-in-law, to me, is the prime suspect if I was doing an investigation with the limited knowledge that I have. I don't know. I'm not looking in Wales and all this other stuff. But I think that was a good observation that Ashley had said. Do we have another clip from Ashley? All right, one more clip from Ashley, then I'm gonna be done with this. Roll the clip.
So I was going through the scenarios in my mind. Okay, maybe the front door camera is smashed and the doorbell is rung to get Mrs. Guthrie downstairs, because that would be difficult in the middle of the night. It would get her down those stairs. So the confrontation might happen at the front door, right there at the tiles. There's a struggle. And then because the car is not parked right out front where all that could be visible potentially, maybe the car is around the back and that's why they go out the back door. And because
is that a
you're now
possibility?
Struggling, I have no idea.
Could a car be
I'm
parked in the back?
I don't know, because I've been trying to see with drone video whether the car could get out into a darker spot or maybe out of camera view because the smashing has to happen. But I was told that the cameras were smashed, and plural. So if there's a camera in the back, camera in the front, smashed. And then, of course, Brian Enton noticed it and said, asked the sheriff, did you take them? Or do you think the guy or the suspect took them? And the sheriff had a funny answer. He said, yes, I noticed that too. We're looking into it.
Yes. So what he saw, Brian Enton saw, was like the remnants of a Nest camera, not even the Nest camera, right? Like it was clear to him that they had been removed, which is not the same thing as destroyed. The sheriff is saying that they were destroyed right before we got to them. So he made it sound like they were destroyed by the perpetrator here, by the bad guy.
Sheriff didn't say on the news conference that the cameras were destroyed. Brian Enton shot that video and asked, the cameras are missing. Did law enforcement take them or did the perpetrator take them? And the response from the sheriff was, yes, we noticed that too. We're looking into it.
So that's just a little glimpse of what's out there. Comment and let me know your thoughts on this. I really do believe that this is very bizarre. I think the press conferences are bizarre. The ransom notes are bizarre. I mean, Bitcoin is taking a dump right now, so I don't think anybody want to... The longer you wait, the less that Bitcoin gonna be worth. So, and if Bitcoin, you know how crazy it is to get a ransom for Bitcoin and it dropped by 70%? Do you know how crazy that would be? That's why I don't think this is real. I think somebody's giving an illusion. You go get $1 million ransom on Bitcoin right now, which would probably get you, I don't know, 10 coins. Right now, it'll probably get you, 11 coins, maybe 12 coins or something like that. And then it drops 50%. Before you can cash it out, you just lost half of your money on taking somebody ransom, risking the rest of your life in prison for a coin that's unstable. I'm just saying. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Go to Tatum Store. Follow me on all social media platforms. And I'd love to hear from you on freedomchat.com. All right, love you guys. I got to get up out of here. Peace.
Oh, the land of the free and the home of